All right, welcome everybody to episode 17 of the Geek Perspective. I'm your host, Roy, and on today's show, we are discussing Summer Anime with Derek, Rhode Island Comic Con news with Tom, and we have some big San Diego Comic Con news. So stick around, we've got a lot to talk about. So let's see how everyone's doing today. Mr. Derek, how are you?
Fine after work, as usual.
Well. Oh, all he does is complain. How about you, Tom?
Doing good, doing real good. How you doing today, Roy?
I'm all right. It's been a hot day today.
Yes.
Chilling, relaxing, getting ready for the shoe.
It's very hot out there today. Humid. Ugh.
Yeah, but I guess tomorrow's supposed to be a little better, I think.
Is it? Nice.
I think so.
I wouldn't know. I'll be in the kitchen working, so I'll be sweating.
Oh, here's a little violin for you. There you go. All right, and guys, if you like this video, make sure you like, subscribe, and share this video. Tell your friends. Comment below if you want to talk about do a movie review of some sort, do something you want to talk about, anything. See how we're doing. If you want to talk to us, message down below. We want to hear from you. So, anyone watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. last night?
I started it, and then I had to get ready for the show because I was doing so much today before the show. So
I won't say much then, but what I will say, okay, Tom.
I just want to hear you retract after all the hate that you gave it last week.
Yeah, well, I told you last night that I was like, I'm not loving this season. I'm not loving it. And then I watched last night's episode. I'm like, holy bleep. It was a really good episode. Which means you guys will probably hate it. So I'm expecting you guys to really hate it. So, all right. So Tom was saying that I keep buying pops. My collection keeps growing. Well, it grew again, and I have a story for you guys.
Nice.
So I ordered Molten Man, the Spider-Man movie. Mm-hmm. It was supposed to be glow in the dark. So it comes. I take it out of the box. I look at it. There's no glow in the dark sticker, but it kind of looks like glow in the dark, kind of. So I'm like, well, let's see if it's glow in the dark. Well, it didn't glow in the dark. So I'm like, So I looked online trying to figure out what was going on. Messaged Amazon, and they go, oh, sorry, send it back. We'll get you the right one. No problem. They rushed it out to me. Which, I'm sorry, the video came 2 days ago, the original. The new one came yesterday. So yes, I get the new one, open it up. It's the same freaking pop. The exact same pop. So now I'm a little aggravated. I'm like, Jesus Christ, if you can't give me the right pop, whatever. So I sent another email, because the company messaged me and asked me if I got the pop yet, the second one. I go, yeah, but I'm like, is this glow in the dark? Because I'm not feeling it. I don't know. So they go, well, let me look into it. I'll get back to you. Within a couple hours, they got back to me again, and they're like, we are so sorry. We sent you the wrong pop. He said, keep the pop for free, and we're going to send you your money back. So I got my $18 back. That's what it cost for the pop. And I got a free pop out of the deal.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so I don't know the company off the top of my head, but next week I will give you the company name. They work with Amazon, so I'll give them props because they still buy the product. And they could have said, we'll send you the right one back, but they're like, you know what, just keep the pop and we'll just send your money back. So that was cool on that part.
So I will, yes, that's becoming more and more common when you go through Amazon now that, especially if you've already returned it once, they waive that and just say, keep it. And either they'll give you money back or they'll send you the correct one. Just so you know, with some glow in the dark pops and stuff, or also pops in general, but glow in the dark pops, if they're like out of country, like say they're like sold in the UK, sometimes they don't have the same sticker. I'm not saying this is a situation with yours. I'm just saying,
right.
Sometimes they don't have the same stickers as we have and stuff. Sometimes it doesn't say glow in the dark. And something that I didn't realize.
So some of them won't have a sticker at all?
Either they'll have a different sticker. It might say special edition, like you have on that.
Okay. This one had nothing on it at all. Yeah. So I wasn't sure. I was like, maybe they didn't put it on it,
Yeah. And then the second thing, because this really frustrated me, when I got my first glow in the dark pop was the Tick, and then my second was Atom Bomb from Garbage Pail Kids, and I couldn't get the glow. I was like, what the fuck, or what the f? They're supposed to glow. They're supposed to glow. Well, turns out you got to kind of charge them before you glow them. And I don't mean you plug them into something. You actually get a light, like they have these types of lights that you can buy them on Amazon for like $5-10.
You have a special light?
No, hang on. Yeah, you buy this light. It's like I'll look it up later when I get a minute. But it's kind of like a UV, and it's like a flashlight type thing that doubles as like a UV blacklight type thing. And you hold it on the pot for a couple minutes like that, I think, with the UV. And then it charges the glow in that pop, and then you turn off the lights, and then you can see the glow really good. I didn't know that.
Light.
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. So some of them, at least I know that's really the case with some of them, because I couldn't. I was so frustrated. I was like, I glow in the dark pops that won't glow in the dark.
Right.
But that was the reason why I got to pick up one of those. People are always talking about them. I think they're like $5 on Amazon.
Well, I was trying to put it under a light and see if that would have to, like, again, charging it, see if we need a light to get the glow.
But why wouldn't they just have it glow in the dark to begin with? Why do you have to go out of your way to buy a special light to charge it?
They should at least tell you that.
Yeah.
I don't know that it has to be a special light. I just know that's what people use. You might be able to hold it under a light for a period of time, but I just know that because I saw people talking about it, and I was like, oh, that's why mine aren't glowing. So remind me. I know we say this a lot, but I'll have the most accurate information on that for next week's show.
All right, what about the swamp thing glow in the dark? Because I actually got one of those also.
I think you got to charge it up a little bit somehow. So I don't know if you hold it under a light or something, because I have that same pop, and it's like I think you need to do something, kind of charge it up for it to glow. So.
That's a pain in the ass.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. Pop education from Tom.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get to some movie news. So are you guys excited about the Eternals movie? No? Yeah, I'm with you. Well, the internet pretty much exploded in the last week about the possibility of Millie Bobby Brown from Stranger Things actually being in the movie. And there was tons of excitement from people, but wait, not so fast. On her live stream from her Instagram page, she released a statement. And this is the exact statement that I got from online. It says, okay, guys, this is the problem. Everybody thinks that I'm going to be in a Marvel movie. Not that I know of. My family and I have no idea, so I just want to let you know that I am not as of right now. So as of right this moment, or as when this was released, she was not in the Eternals movie. And just so everybody knows, it begins filming in September, and Chloe Zhao is directing. And it has some pretty big names: Angelina Jolie, Richard Madden, and they're working on trying to sign Salma Hayek for the movie. So they got some pretty good cast members for the show. But I really don't care. Do you care? Yeah. I wonder if anyone's going to really, of all the Marvel movies, this could be worse than Dark Phoenix.
Not even sure what's the Eternals, to be honest. I don't read the comics.
I think they're like gods or something. I don't know exactly, but I believe they're like gods or something. Yeah. If there are any Eternal fans out there, let us know, because you're probably few and far between. But anyway, big Walking Dead news. They are trying to bring Maggie back to The Walking Dead. Angela Kang, in an interview, said that they're working on trying to sign Lauren Cohen, and bring her back to the show. So, what do you guys think about her coming back? Do you want her back? Do you think she's a vital character that needs to come back?
I would enjoy her coming back personally. I like Maggie, and I feel like the show just needs something this next season, like just to
Well, it's Michonne's last season, right?
Yes.
But it would like stabilize a little bit because you just lost a bunch of characters last season.
Some big characters.
Like they took a big hit last season.
They sure did.
Yeah, they did.
They need to do something, and that would be. I think it'll be a big boost for the show, especially with Michonne leaving. And I don't know how much longer the show has left anyway, to be honest.
Yeah, because the comic just ended.
The comic just ended, which they say that doesn't matter, but you've lost, a huge portion of your show, the cast of the main cast, and people are going to sit around and watch. I'm going to call them backups, for instance, run the show, and they need her badly. They need her to come back to the show.
Yes.
So hopefully they'll bring her back.
Linda wants her back.
Linda wants everyone back.
I know my friend wants her back. He was mad that she wasn't in this most of this season.
Yeah, well, that show, the other show, we'll see what happens. Hopefully she comes back because she came in season 2, and she's one of my favorite characters of the whole show.
Yeah.
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 Right.
I hope.
Good. Will you say, Tom?
I said I hope she comes back.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are hoping and waiting. So we'll see what happens. But you guys watch Shark Week?
Occasionally.
I don't.
You're a weirdo.
My mom obsesses with it.
I like your mom. She's an awesome woman. Shark Week is the best week ever. And for all you fans, me included, 2019 Shark Week, it begins July 28th through August 4th, and it has 20 hours of shark content. That's pretty
so that's 20 hours of new content, right?
No, shark content.
Oh.
It doesn't mean it's old, doesn't mean new, doesn't mean it's old, it's just content. Sometimes they repurpose some stuff. They've been known for that.
My mom posted the whole schedule on her Facebook.
Did she really?
Yep.
Well, I'm sure your mom knows then. Josh Duhamel.
Duhamel.
Yeah, whatever. Duhamel. He's a crazy dude. He's starring in a movie called Capsized, Blood in the Water, based on a true story.
I'm pretty sure that's already DVR'd at my house.
It's the first original movie for Shark Week. And it airs on Wednesday, July 31st at 9 p.m. on Discovery. So check it out. Check it out. And speaking of movies, just so you know, Linda says that it's boring. Well, Linda, I'll have a shark bite you in the ass. Next week, we're doing a movie review, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Derek's review. Very good movie, and I'm looking forward to reviewing this movie with you guys.
Yes.
We should have fun doing it. And just so everyone knows, I'm going to throw this out there before Tom does his Comic-Con stuff. Don't forget, guys, November 1st to the 3rd, Rhode Island Comic-Con on 1 Saving Street, Providence, Rhode Island. It's going to be a huge convention. And it's at the Convention Center and the Dunk Center. I'm sure Tom will repeat that when he does his report. But remember, get your tickets, get your hotel room now, because I'm sure everything's going fast.
It continues to grow every day.
Yeah.
Every hour.
It's gonna be an amazing year, I think. Really, it's gonna be an amazing year. And some more news in the stuff. The Mandalorian. HN Entertainment is reporting The Mandalorian is already getting a season 2. Jon Favreau said that in the interview, season 1 is done, and he's starting to write season 2. You have Swamp Thing that could barely do 1 season. In Disney, he's showing DC Universe how things are supposed to run. So props to Disney. Who thought I would have said that? In DC Universe.
Because you're technically crediting Disney and not DC, so it's okay for you to give Disney credit.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, since they run Marvel, they'll have DC and then they'll just run everything.
Yeah, DC will destroy everything. But that's how a show's supposed to be run. Tom's watching Swamp Thing. I'm watching Swamp Thing. It's a really good show, and the fact that they're only getting 1 season. Tom, I'm watching the show and I'm like, I cannot believe in a few episodes it's over.
I know. I haven't watched this week's yet. I'm going to after the show tonight. And yeah, I'm bummed. I mean, like a dark origin story for Swamp Thing. I mean, it should be huge, and they just, I know we've talked about it ad nauseum on this show and stuff. I've heard so many reasons why. It was funny. I was talking to my comic book guy at the shop I go to each week, and he had like 5 other reasons that he had heard why it was canceled, and a lot of it dealing with what he had heard most recently. A lot of it dealing with people wanting to pull out of North Carolina, not support North Carolina because they were doing those abortion laws and stuff like that, and they just didn't want to be associated. Just kind of like you were talking about in Georgia, the Peach State, with all the companies threatening to pull out of Georgia because there's so much filming done there.
Yeah, the article I read about that, because they said that the decision had already been made before that even came about. There's the people. The most thing I'm hearing, I think we covered it. I think. Was that?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we've talked about 1,000 reasons what we've heard. So.
The most probable one I'm hearing is that when the big company takes over, they don't know if they want any horror on their channel.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Supposedly, that's the most probable because they're not a horror-based thing. And I'm like, well, if that's the case, give it to somebody who will do that. Because, all right, so you have a good show. You have actors who love the show because they've spoken up about it. And you're going to cost people their jobs because you don't want to do a horror show. Well, who to you big wusses?
Give it to
Netflix or sell it to Hulu, one of the streaming, sell it to Amazon Prime. Like,
right. That's just asinine. That really just asinine.
Yeah.
So, will you guys watch The Mandalorian? I know you're not a huge Star Wars fans, but it looks like a good show.
I probably won't unless we're going to review it.
We're reviewing it.
I'm just being
honest. Watch it, Tom. Just to make you watch it and fall in love with Star Wars.
I guess that's Roy's pick down the road.
Well, that's all right.
He's going to pick all the Star Wars movies and make me watch them.
What was that, Tom?
That's all right. I'm going to make Derek watch Pot Zombies for our next review.
Yeah. I love that movie. I love that movie.
It's only an hour. I think
Part 2 is on Amazon. I'm actually going to buy it. Gonna have it. All right, guys. Some huge news. We talked about it before the show. San Diego Comic-Con. They're doing a preview night, Wednesday 17th, this coming Wednesday, or next Wednesday, however you want to say it. And they are going to be screening the first episodes of Batwoman and Pennyworth. I don't know if I want to watch Pennyworth. Batwoman definitely, but would you guys watch Pennyworth?
I would.
Would you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm more interested in Pennyworth than I am Batwoman.
Really?
Yes. I've always been fascinated by that character. So. Yeah.
I hear a lot of people are actually.
So it's supposed to be about Alfred?
Yeah. So it depends. It's about a young Alfred, right?
Yes.
Before he came to the
I don't know when he's younger. That's all I know. I don't know exactly when in his life, if he's with the Waynes yet or if it's pre-Wayne. You know what I mean?
If you remember, they covered during Gotham.
Yeah.
If you remember a little bit, they covered which you guys wanted me to watch the stupid all the seasons, which I did.
And you loved it.
Yes.
It was a good show. So we're going to review it, asses.
Have you watched all of them? Even the
Dude, I've been done for about 2 months.
Oh, really? The last time I talked to you, you were like, I'm going to have to wait a year to watch the final season and this and that. And I was like, oh, okay. So anytime you want to talk.
I have ways, Tom.
I know you do. I trust me.
Ways of the Tom.
This is supposed to be how Alfred became the badass Alfred.
Right.
Like the one from Gotham.
Gotham. And now, backing up what I said, that did seem kind of interesting. But that being said, I don't know if I can watch it. I watch too much crap as it is. And I don't mean to say it's crap, but I just watch too much stuff.
I feel like
I need to get a life. Is what I need to do.
I also feel like it wouldn't be too long of a series. Maybe
Yeah,
2 seasons.
that's true.
Possibly a third.
That's true. I guess that's a good point. So I'll binge watch it. Like you made me binge because I got a feeling John don't want to do this show. So I'll binge watch it before we do a preview. But anyway, they're also doing at the San Diego Comic-Con tons of panels. They're having a Walking Dead panel. They're having an Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. panel. The Avengers Endgame cast is going to be there. Game of Thrones. That's going to be huge and just totally insane.
We should grab them for Rhode Island.
Right.
Everybody go to the Rhode Island
right.
Comic-Con page and nominate them
to
grab these guests.
Freaking awesome. And what I think is kind of cool is DC's bringing Titans and Doom Patrol, which that's pretty cool. And one of my favorite shows, and the show that Tom likes, Preacher. I would love to be there for that panel. That would be freaking awesome.
Yeah.
That'd be so cool. And they're going to review or preview It Chapter 2.
Nice.
That ought to be awesome. Nice. And then there's some, I don't know if it's breaking news, but some really huge news in the world of Comic-Con. A California federal judge issued an injunction against Salt Lake City Comic-Con that they are not allowed to use the words Comic-Con. Salt Lake City was asking for a retrial, and San Diego also wanted a retrial because they had to pay. Salt Lake City had to pay San Diego $20,000, and San Diego thought that was inadequate. It wasn't enough money. Greedy bastards.
Because they definitely won't make enough money at the convention.
So, yeah, right. So what does this mean? Now, Salt Lake City cannot use the term Comic-Con, but they can use the term Comic Convention.
Or they could just leave out the comic and call it Salt Lake City Con, you know?
What if they still called it Comic-Con, but you didn't have the C in comic, so it just said Comic-Con?
Do a K.
Well, you guys, with copyright law, patent law, stuff like that, it does. I'm not super versed in it, but it does protect when you have a copyright or a patent, stuff that's super similar too. So you know what I mean. I'm not saying, I don't know for a fact, but you got to be careful. You know what I mean. You got to be pretty clever if you're going to use comic on the spelling of Comic-Con, if you're going to use it as far as getting away.
Damp Webs. What show are you referring to?
Was that for the Pennywise? I mean, Pennyworth for Alfred.
Could be Alfred.
Yeah.
Can you tell us what you're referring to, Deep Webs? But
Damp Webs.
Yeah. Look at the Black Web. I'm wondering if this is a country, like all worldwide thing where they're gonna let nobody do it, or it's just a petty thing where what is it? The convention was this? Salt Lake City. Their convention is a week after San Diego, so they try to be like, no, we don't want you guys in the area, so right after us. So are they being pissy and just messing with them, or are they going to try to enforce it with everybody?
Well, it's just weird to target Salt Lake City too, out of like all the conventions. Like it was like, I'm just gonna throw a dart on the map and see which Comic-Con I'm gonna make money off of.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm wondering if there's more to it too, because when it really comes down to it, San Diego Comic-Con is the premiere, is the original, is the one. I mean, I was gonna talk to you guys actually off the show. At some year I want to go. I think we should all go because
I agree.
It's 5 days. It's an event. You know what I mean? It's must see, especially if you're into this type of stuff. I mean, I don't even watch The Big Bang Theory, but I've seen those episodes where they're going to the Comic-Con and stuff, and it's I just want to go so bad. So that's why I find it odd. I'm wondering if there's more to it with Salt Lake City because they don't have anything to worry about. Plus, they get all the exclusives as far as like everything. All exclusive comics, any exclusive merch, goes through Comic-Con, San Diego. So I wonder why they're so worried about it because they have nothing to worry. I mean, they sell out. They do million. I don't know if it's millions, but hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people, for each year at San Diego Comic-Con. And Salt Lake City, I mean, it's a blip on the map, you know. So yeah, I wonder if there's more to it or something. You know, I don't know.
Right. Well, deep. I want to call it deep webs. Deep webs. For San Diego, I'd be excited for Batwoman. For Rhode Island, just seeing all the cool celebrities we have coming up this year. But the Griswold station wagon, I want to see that bad boy.
Yes.
That's going to be there. I cannot wait to see. I'm definitely getting a picture. I'm sure I'll be doing it on Sunday with you guys while we're running around trying to buy our stuff.
Yeah.
And if you see that, make sure I stop and get a picture because I want a picture with that car.
Yes.
That's the badass. That's what I want. What about you, Derek?
For me, like I like everything about the convention. Like I'm into the panels. Like I have time to do that. I have time to get my photo ops, my autographs, and just going to browse on the sales floor. It's just fun the whole thing. Like there's no bad experience.
Dan Webb, even just working the convention is fun. What about you, Tom?
Well, if I were going to San Diego, I would be excited, obviously, for panels because they're supposedly just the most amazing panels there. But also, they're what I was just talking about. They're exclusives. I mean, yes, they share them with other stores like GameStop and stuff, but like they have 50 exclusive pops, 20 exclusive comic books, exclusive shirts, pins, fig pins, all that stuff, that you get there, and you might be able to get them later, but you pay a lot more. I would just love the fact to be able and go to Conan Con. Obviously, I'm a huge Conan O'Brien fan. You guys know that. And Conan Con is every year at San Diego Comic-Con, and they usually release, anywhere from 4 to 6 new exclusive Conan pops, which this year they have the Iron Man Conan pop. They have the Woody from Toy Story 4 Conan pop. They have the Jon Snow Conan pop. And that
looks pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, and what was I said Iron Man, Woody.
Was there an orange one?
Oh, and Pennywise, and then there's the full orange one too, and there's the Conan Funko cereal too with the mini pop inside. So yeah, at San Diego, that's what I would be, the exclusives, just getting that and the panels. At Rhode Island, it's like Derek said, especially when you're volunteering because you don't wait in lines and stuff, there's no bad experiences at everything. It's so fun at Comic-Con. I mean, I'm not a big, me and Roy have talked about this. I'm not a big autograph guy. I'll get usually the ones I get are given to me by celebrities that I either work with or have worked with in the past. I might buy 1 or 2 this year. But at Rhode Island, I'm just looking. Rhode Island's so fun. It's just a great weekend.
It's funny you say that, but you might buy a couple this year because I was thinking the same thing. I think we talked about this before that like they're not even a third done with the celebrities. And there's already so many cool celebrities going to be there.
Yeah, they outdo themselves every year before it even gets close, and I'm like, wow.
Yes.
Yep, without question.
But I also feel too like between the cons that I go to, like I get different experiences at different ones, like because like we all volunteer for Rhode Island, so like it's cool to get the experience of meeting the celebrities. And like you said, like we don't have to wait in the line because we kind of are the line.
right, yeah.
We're enforcing the lines.
Dan Webbs, what legends do you collect from Hasbro?
Oh, she collects the legends from Hasbro.
Yeah, which ones? The Legends? What are the Legends?
Like, is it like League of Legends?
That's what
Legends?
I'm asking. They're not jumping down my throat. Those are you.
Legends of Tomorrow.
Legends of Yesterday. We get Legends of Tomorrow. Not getting off the subject. What do you guys think of that show? You guys watch that show?
I hate it.
I like the show, but it's getting harder for me to watch it. I don't know what it is. Good cast. I've actually been fortunate to meet most of the cast and get to work with them, and very awesome people. But like, man, the show's getting hard for me to watch. There you go, Dan Webbs.
Marvel Legends.
Marvel Legends.
Nice.
That's smart. None of that DC crap. I know Derek loves DC. We know. How many DC pops do you have? Do you have any DC pops, or you just do anime?
I got Arrow, Black Canary. Sadly for you, well, kind of weird. I don't have any Superman or Batman ones.
What?
I know, weird. Maybe I should get some.
All right, Senior Tom, why don't you give us any Comic-Con news today?
Yes, I do. Just real quick, before we move off news, I want to say rest in peace to Rip Torn died.
That's right.
88 years old. I'm a fan of him. Our younger viewers probably aren't familiar with him. He was 88 or 89 when he passed the other day. And he's been around. He was around for 40, 50 years in Hollywood. He was on the Larry Sanders Show as Artie the producer, and he popped up in a ton of movies. Nice, Damp Webs. Yes, DC can't keep up with Marvel.
Yes.
I am 100% Damp Webs. But yeah, so rest in peace, Rip Torn. And just another thing that me and Roy have talked about, but it's kind of newsworthy. That Movie Pass is still down again. Still,
really?
Yes. Remember, we were talking about it. Yeah. And so, if you guys aren't familiar, I have Movie Pass. If you're not familiar, it's this app that you do. You pay. I thought I was paying $7 a month or something, and you get to see 3 free movies a month at the theaters. And it was a couple weeks right before July 4th. I had some time up from work. I was thinking about going to see a movie. I go on the app. And it was the app. They had this long message, and it redirected you to their website. And it was saying that they were redoing the app on the platform because there were so many complaints. That's how the app worked or something. But it was kind of vague and kind of weird. And they made it out to be like it was going to be short. But then at the end of the little letter that they sent out, they said there is no timetable. Well, it's still down. You're not, if you do have Movie Pass, you're not being charged during this time. But yeah, it's really strange. I don't know what's going on. I mean, I know there's been a lot of controversy ever since it started because it is so cheap. I mean, you get to see 3 movies for $7 in a month. You know what I mean? You go to a movie theater. What I mean, I haven't paid
$12, $15 in the morning.
Yeah,
for a day show.
Yeah, so I know there was controversy over it and stuff. So just kind of weird. And if anybody out there that's watching knows anything, please message us or me. I'd love to know because I find this really curious. And I just want to know if it's actually coming back or if it's going away because I loved it. I mean, it's great, but don't know what's going on. So anyway, so Rhode Island Comic-Con news. Rhode Island Comic-Con is November 1st through the 3rd in Providence, Rhode Island. We've been talking about it, guys. The volunteer applications are live. They have been for a couple weeks now. Yes, I watched Stranger Things, Damp Webs. I thought it was great.
I watched it and watched the whole thing.
I'm only 3 episodes in. I've been busy.
Sorry.
Okay. So we can't do any spoilers, Damp Webs.
Not yet. In a couple of weeks. We should talk about it in a couple of weeks.
We'll definitely talk about it in a couple of weeks because once Derek's once he's seen it all. Because I thought it was great. I actually want to talk about it. I have a lot to
Damp Webs, do you want us to talk about it? Do you want us to go over it in a few weeks? If you do, let us know.
Yeah. So Rhode Island Comic-Con, November 1st through the 3rd, Providence. The volunteer applications are live. They have been for a couple weeks, guys. I know I got mine in. Roy got his. Did you do yours, Derek?
I did mine. For once, I actually did it before September.
Nice. So we got our applications in. So if you are interested in being a volunteer, go on Facebook, Rhode Island Comic-Con, and you can. Okay, we definitely will, Damp Webs. We definitely will.
Yes, we will. Just for you, Damp Webs.
Don't pick the week I'm on vacation.
Vacation.
2 weeks.
Yeah, on the 27th. Remember, he sent us.
I can remember yesterday. Okay.
So Geez, where am I? Oh, yeah. So go on Facebook. They have their Rhode Island Comic Con volunteer group. You can join the group there, and you get information there. You go to their website, fill out the application, and if you want to work it, and yeah, it's live. So get it in if you're interested, and if you're either volunteering or going, perfect time to start looking for your hotels. Ton of hotels.
Yeah, my hotel.
Yeah, Roy's already got his ton in that area. If you want if you need some help or information as to, locations or what's close to the place, hit us up. We can help you out. We can, get you in where Roy's staying or another hotel. I still haven't decided. Yeah, I got to decide if I'm getting a hotel or not. But
I'm at the Marriott. Love the Marriott.
Marriott, there's a Marriott there. There's an Omni there. There's a Biltmore. There's a ton around there. So
Marriott's great because it's a block away, and if you work the con, you both work it. You get really hot because there's billions of people in there, and just get out in that cool air is nice and refreshing. And the walk is literally 2 minutes.
yes.
You come out. If you come out of the Omni, you go around, take a left, go to the light, cross the street, walk like 100 feet. There's the hotel. Take a left, go up the hill, under the driveway, and bada bing, bada boom, you're already home. Well,
Yeah.
The hotel.
Yeah, I even if I just get a room for a night, I think I'm going to. At this point, it just sounds so easy at the end of the night because, like you said, we're so exhausted at the end of the day. I feel like I've been run over by a truck by the time
People have said to me they want us to do a show that night. They go, "You guys should do a show after the convention." And I'm like, dude, if they gotta drive home, they're not gonna want to stay for an hour and do it like a little.
And sometimes I do at least one of the after parties too. So
I went to two after parties. I'm like, I'm not going. I'm going back.
I made sure because one year was it last year or the year before? I just put on the application.
Yeah, how many years ago?
I will, and I went and I stood at this after party for a good 2.5 hours doing nothing. Nobody told me to do anything, so I'm just doing what I thought I should be doing. You know what I mean? Like helping people and stuff. And then finally, what's her name? One of the lead volunteers. She's got the tattoos and the glasses, and
Is it?
No names.
yeah. I wasn't asking you to say her name, but you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I found her. I was just like, I haven't done anything for like 2.5 hours. Can I jet? And she was just like, yeah, I was just about to send a bunch of you guys home. I'm so sorry. And I was just like, all right, cool. And she's awesome too. She's one of the best.
Yes, she's awesome.
She's super chill, down to earth. Yeah, I love working with her.
We I would say 99% of the people that volunteer are like that.
Yeah, 99.
It's amazing.
There are a few, and
you're always gonna have that,
Yeah, I've talked to you about a couple, but for the most part, you get along with everybody. It's like a second family almost.
Mm-hmm.
You see them every year and stuff. I mean, it's how the three of us met.
I don't know. We became friends, yeah.
But it's how the three of us met.
But Derek followed me to Life Care, so.
Yeah, because it was like 2 weeks before. We're like, wait a minute, we know each other somehow.
Wait a minute, you look familiar to me.
So yeah. So anyway, just going to talk quickly about a couple more people that were added. I know we talk every week, and guys, eventually we're going to have a website. We'll have all the lists up. But some of the newer names that were added since last time I gave you an update, and then I have another name I wanted to ask Roy about. But so Elizabeth Berkley,
yes,
from Showgirls and
pretty old now.
Saved by the Bell. Showgirls and Saved by the Bell. It will be there. Matthew Modine, Stranger Things. We were talking about Stranger Things.
Matthew Modine.
Yeah, Matthew Modine's cool. then they advertised, and they do this throughout the year leading up to con. They take a week, and 1 week is Game of Thrones week, 1 week is Walking Dead week, one whatever, blah blah blah. So this past week it was Umbrella Academy week. Although, unless they named more and I missed them, they only named 3 people from the Umbrella Academy.
Yeah, so I saw 2. Okay, I thought maybe it was just me and I missed some people.
Yeah, so they named Emmy Raver Lampin from Umbrella Academy, Justin H. Min, and Tom Hopper. So, pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, that was pretty much it for the new people that they added. But there was another name. I may have mentioned him before. I don't know when he was added, but I want to ask you, Roy, because I know you're into, you used to be a paranormal investigator.
I still am.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
Well, I'm still be on the bus now. You don't know no more.
Because you've been slow. You haven't said, hey, we did this.
Sorry, I didn't mean to, I didn't know.
No worries.
So Jason McLeod, have you ever heard of him? He's a paranormal investigator.
No, never heard of him.
Oh, okay.
He's not from Taps, is he?
What's that?
He's not from Taps, right?
If he's from the home team.
No, he's not. It didn't say Taps. No.
Okay. It doesn't ring a bell.
No. Okay. As I was going through, I happened to see him. I was
like, well, it's funny you say that because down in Rhode Island, there's a Paracon every year. And I was invited by some of the Taps home team one year. And specifically a friend of mine who's on Taps. And a couple of years kept saying, you're going to come down, you're going to come down. And at that time, I was working every other Saturday for my job. And it was always the weekend I was working. So I couldn't make it. But the Paracon is pretty amazing. They have cool stuff every year. And that's this month. It might be either this weekend or next weekend, actually. But it's coming your way, Tom.
That's cool. That's
I want to say it's in Cumberland, actually.
It's in Cumberland, huh?
I want to say I can't be 100% sure, but I want to say it's right down by that area.
We do have supposedly some haunted things here. Like we have the monastery. That's there was a fire back the day because there was a monastery with monks and stuff. And
yeah, I wanted to go there at one point.
I used to run through there all the time. It's pretty creepy going through there at night too. I'm not gonna lie, but it's cool. Yeah, and there was supposedly a fire there, so it's supposed to be haunted. And then there's a bunch of other places. There's a cemetery up in northern Cumberland that I now tried it 100 times. I've never seen it, but you honk your horn and flash your lights 3 times at a certain spot at a certain time at night, and a little boy on a tricycle is supposed to wheel across the street. And there's a bunch of places like that in Cumberland. So
yeah, Paracon is July 19th to the 21st. Trying to find out where.
It's called Paracon.
Is it Rhode Island Con?
Yeah, it's usually Rhode Island.
Paracon. Paracon. Okay. Paracon 2009, Rhode Island. It's at the Assembly Theater. I don't know where that is. Ocean State Paracon.
I think you might have a comment with some help.
Oh, you know what? I had the wrong dates. It's this weekend.
Oh, guess we're not going.
Harrisville, Rhode Island.
Harris. Oh, okay. So that I think Harrisville is down towards Connecticut.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I believe that's the other. I think that's the other side of the state. Because I live on the northern end, almost the northernmost point. I live basically on the border of Attleboro. That's as close as I'm saying to where I live. Oops. Yeah. She knows. Yes, it's.
Linda's from Rhode Island.
So Linda, she's talking about the cemetery, I believe, because it's off of Tower Hill Road. Yes, it's off of Tower Hill and West Rentham Road. Yeah, it's right there. There's a cemetery. Yes, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yep. So, yeah, that's it for celebrity. I mean, like I said, there's a ton of celebrities that come close to Smith. Yes, it is. Yes, close to Smithfield, close to Woonsocket. Close to Manville, Mass, and stuff, or Manville, Rhode Island, and that's wow.
How is that possible?
What?
That she's close to you.
Where does she live?
Well, I don't want to say it over the computer.
Yeah, I know. That's why
I'll tell you when we get off.
Yeah, when we get off.
So we're supposed to do a live show from her house, actually, that Derek keeps reminding me of.
I reminded her today
Did you?
because she hasn't been watching. I guess she'll finally watch one if we do it at her house. And then coworker went, no, she'll still find a way to not watch it.
Oh, okay, perfect. I know where she is. Yeah, she's not far from me at all. Not far from me at all.
Really?
Yeah. It's funny actually. One of my friends is a Baloo. Actually, a couple of my friends are Baloos. Oh yeah, yep, right down. I can be in Manville in about 5 minutes from my house. Plainville, I can be there in 12. You know?
Really?
Yep. I live right on the border of Massachusetts.
Oh wow! I didn't realize that.
Yeah, I am. Without saying too much, I am right on the border. So, yeah, that very cool, Linda. Yeah, that was it for. I mean, like I said, there's a ton of celebrities. We've been going over them, and it would take me 2 years to list them all that have been. So that's it for this week's update. And
as soon as we get the website up, we'll list the celebrities.
Yes.
Somebody needs to get off there, you know what, and finish the website. So.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, that's it.
So, Senior Derek, you're all excited about this list you have going on.
Yeah, it's finally got like a real list of real information.
Your biggest fan better be listening to the show today. If she's not, I'm gonna hunt her down
and make her watch it.
Make her watch it twice.
All right, so I have the summer anime list. So I'm only going to talk about the new animes premiering this summer on Crunchyroll and Funimation.
Now, Tom, you stay awake. Don't you fall asleep, Tom.
There's a couple titles in here just for you. All right, so I'm just going to go in the order that I have the information. The first one is Are You Lost, which will be on Crunchyroll.
Are you lost?
So
we're all lost.
There's no shelter, no food, no water, and it's 4 girls who get shipwrecked on a deserted island, and they're in big trouble, or so you think. But they're actually doing great. They don't have anything, so they'll make whatever they need to. They'll eat whatever.
Hold on. They're in trouble. So you think. What's up with that? Go ahead, sorry.
The rest of it. They'll make whatever they need to. They'll eat whatever they need to. It's a deserted island story of intelligence and courage.
Oh, whatever. I want to watch this now. I still want to watch this.
Crunchyroll has it rated as 3.25 out of 4.
Oh, out of 4.
I mean, not 5 out of 5.
Oh, okay. That's pretty good.
Then, great name for this one.
Oh, you better answer that one.
Hi, Meredith.
Hi, Meredith.
So the name for this one is Do You Love Your Mom and Her 2-Hit Multi-Target Attacks?
Was that a title?
That's the title.
Holy Jesus.
Oh my
So
God.
I guess it's about this kid named Masato Usuki, and his dream just came true that he's been transported into the world of a video game. But for some reason, his doting mother, Mamako, has come along with him.
Mamako. That's awesome.
I could be saying these names wrong because I haven't watched any of these.
Yeah, no, but this is fun.
So it's a whole new style of fantasy comedy where your mom tags along on your heroic adventures.
Wow.
So it's probably going to go around swinging a sword. Did you remember to clean your underwear?
That's awesome.
So we have Dr. Stone, which is currently airing on Crunchyroll. I watched the 2nd episode, and it will be dubbed on Funimation starting later this week. I think it's got it as the 19th. Crunchyroll has it 5 out of 5.
Wow.
So I don't need to read their description for it since I've watched it. They are actually, it's like a normal everyday life kind of scenario, and this guy's about to confess his love to a girl, and all of a sudden there's this green light, and it turns everybody into stone. So 3,700 years later, he wakes up and starts looking to find out if the girl's still there, finds out like how much of civilization is rock or stone. Turns out his friend woke up 6 months prior and was already built shelter, clothes, and was working on a cure for the rest of humanity. They've rescued one other person. They were going to save the girl that he was going to confess his love to, but they were attacked by a lion, so they saw one of the stone people was the strongest boy in their class, and he actually demolished the lion with his bare hands. Wow. Yeah, so fun to see how long it'll take him to reawaken civilization, but he's basically going from the Stone Age, because that's all they have right now. They don't have any more technology and all that other stuff. Oh, Rising of the Shield Hero is really good and a dab of it.
That's gonna be for you. I have no idea what that even means.
So Rising of the Shield Hero.
I have no idea.
Rising of the Shield Hero just ended a couple weeks ago or last week, but I was watching it dubbed, so it ended this past week. It's another one where they get dragged from their world to another world, and there's 4 heroes. You got the Shield Hero, the Sword Hero. There's a bow and arrow hero, or archer, whatever they would call them, and the 4th one was a lance hero. So the Shield Hero is actually framed for a crime that he didn't commit, but so the whole anime was pretty much him. Well, the first season is him trying to and successfully restoring his name. The king and his daughter, who is the one that framed him, are pretty much ruined when the queen returns, and lots of stuff happens, lots of fighting, crazy stuff, lots of backstabbing, no trusting, and a little bit of romance in there. Fun show. I recommend it.
Romance.
Every show has it. Every show has it. So the next anime also, it's on Crunchyroll and will be dubbed on Funimation, is Fire Force. Crunchyroll gives it a 4.25 out of 5. So Tokyo is burning and citizens are mysteriously suffering from spontaneous human combustion all throughout the city.
Tokyo is burning.
Responsible for snuffing out this inferno is the Fire Force. As part of Company 8, they'll use the Devil's Footprints to help keep the city from turning to ash. But the past of the main character, Shinra, but his past and burning secret behind the scenes could set everything ablaze.
Deb Webbs wants me to watch it.
Oh.
You don't have to get a bit to watch it. Yeah, no. It kind of feels like a video game because the shield in that one, he gives it stuff, and like it can transform shield, it can make medicine, do other stuff.
Oh, okay. So it's like one of those fantasy games.
So this one is another Crunchyroll anime. If it's for my daughter, I'd even defeat a demon lord.
Who comes up with these names?
Japan, obviously.
I love the names.
So Dale is a well-known and highly skilled...
Dale! No function you want, no, it's Dale.
Just for you, Roy. A regular, normal name.
That's
how's that?
Right.
He's a highly skilled adventurer despite being so young. One day he's on a great quest and goes deep into the woods and finds a little devil girl named Latina, who is just skin and bones.
She black?
No. She's branded with the mark of a sinner, but Dale decides he can't just leave her there and decides to become her guardian. Thinking to himself, Latina is too cute, I don't want to work. He ends up doting over her before he even realizes it.
Oh, isn't that cute?
Crunchyroll gives it a 4 point. I'm trying to base the coloring on these stars. A 4.1 out of 5. The next one, also Crunchyroll, is Granbell, if I'm pronouncing it right. Crunchyroll gives it a 3 out of 5. It had been nearly 1,000 years since all the magic in the world disappeared, and most people had forgotten it ever existed. Koinata Mangetsu. I'm just again trying to get these pronunciations right.
Derek's making it up.
Yeah, I'm just saying words.
They're not even part of the show. You're just making up.
She's a cheerful high school student who has a pretty positive outlook on life, but she has nothing to call her own. Because she wasn't good at academics or sports, she dreamed of having something she was good at. I'm going to assume it's magic.
Never assume anything.
She encountered mechanical dolls called Armanox. So we'll see where that goes. They do have one episode, at least is what it looks like. Yeah, everything pretty much aired this week or last week or is premiering this upcoming week. So I haven't had a chance to watch any of these.
Raymond, who should watch Castlevania?
Oh, that's on Netflix.
Yeah, I've heard.
It's really good. It's 2 seasons, but like it's really short episodes.
I've actually almost watched it because I like Castlevania, the game.
It actually looks like you're watching the game.
Yeah.
It was one of my favorites when we were kids, Roy. Castlevania.
Yeah.
Oh man, it was a great game. You need yes, I agree, Linda. We do need a female on the show. I agree. Are you offering, Linda?
Linda wouldn't do it.
All right, so this one is on Crunchyroll and also will be dubbed on Funimation.
I'm playing Jurassic World.
I play Overwatch and Pokemon Go.
You're not playing Battleships.
I play
Battleship.
It's this cool game. You're in charge of a battleship and you mess people up, shoot cannons at people. It'd be awesome. It's free.
So it's not like the board game Battleship?
No.
I've been playing. I started playing again. South Park: The Fractured Butthole.
I've actually heard that was really good.
It's a great game. It's a great game. And I'm on season 3 of the Walking Dead game, No Man's Land or Frontier or what, I forget. It's season 3 of the Walking Dead game for Xbox. I have.
I'm PS4.
So like I was saying before, this one is also on Crunchyroll, will be dubbed on Funimation. Crunchyroll gives it a 5, and it's called A Certain Scientific Accelerator. After rescuing the Last Order and subsequently taking a bullet to the head, Academy City's top-ranked Esper rests in the hospital. But Accelerator's recovery is cut short when a mysterious girl carrying a photo of his little clone companion asks for help. Now they're taking on disciplinary action, an anti-evil coalition whose sinister plans threaten Last Order, Academy City, and even the entire world. I won't go over all these, but I'll at least say the names. So Crunchyroll also has Given, which is 4.75 out of 5.
Wow.
And it looks like this one's a musical one. Because the description just said something to do with the guitar. Oh, he was a musician. He's losing his love for instruments and wants to play basketball. See how that goes if he picks one or the other.
Linda says, anytime you can have it at my house.
Cookout.
Yep.
This one's on Crunchyroll, so it's most likely going to be just subbed for now.
Dip, I'm on PS4. Tom's on
Xbox,
and Derek's on everything.
I'm on PlayStation 4, Switch.
I want to get a Switch. I hear they're awesome. I want to get one, but
No, Switch is stupid.
So Crunchyroll gives this one a 3 out of 5. A Seki Cheat Magician. This one's for Tom. We have Magical Senpai. I think I posted the picture of this one on the page. I posted a few of them.
Okay, I saw that one. Yeah.
So it looks like it's a cute magical girl. So we'll see where that goes. Apparently, one of my friends has already watched it. Crunchyroll gives it a 3.25. Crunchyroll again, To the Abandoned Sacred Beasts. Abandoned Sacred Beasts, which is 3.75 out of 5. Now these are on Funimation, so these are all going to be dubbed. We have this. Why I hate this name. Ari Fureta.
Gesundheit.
From Commonplace to World's Strongest.
Yes.
Oh, is that already? Demon Lord Retry. Astra Lost in Space. Hensuki, are you willing to fall in love with a pervert as long as she's a cutie?
Tom's gonna watch that show.
Oh,
We got Copcraft.
Copcraft.
How heavy are the dumbbells you lift?
Okay.
It literally looks like they're just holding shake weights. The Ones Within. Kachiki. Ensemble Stars, which that looks like it's the anime version of America's Got Talent. And I think the last one I have is BEM, or unless it's just BEM. They also had like their ongoing ones, so like Black Clover, One Piece, Fairy Tail.
Yeah.
And whatever else was currently airing prior to the summer beginning.
I give this almost half over.
I know. I think Tom's gonna watch half of these just for the name.
yeah.
Tom's gonna get up right now and we'll start watching them.
I know season 2 of Is It Wrong to Try to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon premieres this week or next week.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna go watch the movie next Tuesday in
Is it wrong
Providence.
to watch his animes that Derek's talking about?
I know some of the names sound bad, but they're only TV 14, so they're not
It can't be
bad.
that bad, yeah.
We'll save those for like a night show or something.
The Extreme Adventures of Derek.
But those are the summer animes. If anyone's gonna watch any of those, or
Yeah, if you guys watch them, let us know down below.
I put a few of them in my queue.
I'm sure you did, Derek.
You'll never guess which ones.
Anybody have any final questions for us?
God, I had something I wanted to say, and I totally spaced it. Jeez, it's something I meant to say last episode, and then my memory. God,
Was it something to do with my question?
I don't even know, dude. I have the memory of like a 90-year-old Alzheimer's, dude. Like I just,
That's my life.
it's crazy. I had it, and I was like, I literally was like, as soon as Derek's done speaking, I'm gonna jump in and say this. I put my phone down, and I forgot.
It has nothing to do with Ant-Man and the Wasp, right?
No, I don't remember. I have
a small dry erase board, then write it down.
Yeah,
He's
next
gonna erase it in the middle of the episode.
Just slide his arm across it.
I hear me screaming out my head, but yeah, whatever.
You have one here actually somewhere.
No big deal. So
Any final words, Derek?
I guess I'm gonna be watching a lot of anime this week.
And you go on vacation in 2 weeks, right?
Yes, I will be in Kentucky for my uncle's
That's some
wedding.
bourbon.
yeah.
Oh, and I also posted a Pokemon Go battle, like a PvP battle on my own YouTube page, but I probably can upload it to our page
Yeah, upload it.
so people can see how that game works.
Yeah, and if you guys
Compared to the
like
Game
that,
Boy
Derek will
games.
post more of those videos.
Yeah.
I can put the volume on so you can hear the battle music, or we can figure out a way where I can do like the YouTubers and talk about my battle process during the video, like or over the video.
That'd be cool, man. That would definitely be cool.
So you can play the PS4.
I know.
You can probably send it right to the
I would just Twitch. I would just put it on Twitch
oh.
because I'd have my headset so I could just talk as the video was going.
Now, could you do that anyway and then just download it?
You could. I'd have to figure out everything on that.
No.
Like if I haven't personally run the system or seen how it's done, like I don't know, because I know some of the stuff you can Twitch on your phone. I don't know.
My favorite Marvel movie. Yeah, guys, what's your favorite Marvel movie? Good question, Dan.
That's a lot of them.
There is a lot of them now. Holy
Yeah, I mean, now we got 20 years of Marvel movies. Oh man, that's tough.
I think Spider-Man 2 is my favorite.
The Tobey Maguire one.
Tobey Maguire. Yeah, the old. I mean, there's so many good ones, but I would say Spider-Man 2. Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 2.
That's good choice.
I'm trying to think of all the movies now.
I know, there's so many good ones. It's like,
Oh, I know this is going to sound generic, but I'm just going off of what I've seen recently. Endgame. I know it sounds generic, but I really liked it.
it's a great movie.
It's a great movie. It really is. And it's like I said, I'm trying to think of 20 years of movies right now. And unfortunately, I'm just thinking about like movies that came out in the last 2 years. So
I would say for me, it's between Endgame.
Bye, Linda. Have a good one. Was that?
I would say for me, it would be between Endgame and Black Panther.
okay. Endgame, nice. It did feel like a comic. But you know what?
Endgame was so great because now 20 years ago, would you guys have expected? It doesn't have to be Marvel, but any movie with a billion characters, would you have that many characters in one movie and it be that successful?
No, I never thought so.
I would have never thought that would have been possible.
I feel like the formula that they did for that, so they can all have their origin stories, and so you can have
Building up to it, kind of thing.
so you can have this understanding of all the characters.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I think that helped. Yeah.
So just damp webs. So you liked Endgame because it felt like a comic. I don't know how old you are. It doesn't matter. I don't know if you've ever seen the original or the Hulk with the Incredible Hulk with Ed Norton. Now I know people haven't liked it over the years. I personally enjoyed it because Ang Lee directed it. He did Brokeback Mountain, movies like that. And it had a comic book feel. Even the way they transitioned from some scene to some scene, it was like a comic panel that would kind of come out, move over, and another panel would come in. And it was the first time that I saw a movie, a comic book movie that I was actually like, wow, that was just like reading a comic. The way stylized and the way it just felt like I was reading a really good comic that had video with it. So, I mean, a lot of people don't like that movie, and I don't know how it's aged over the past, whatever, 10, 15 years or whatever it's been. But if that's one of the reasons you liked Endgame, you should definitely check out The Incredible Hulk with Ed Norton. I personally loved it, and it has a very, very, very good comic book feel to it. So, but I know I'm in the minority. I know a lot of people don't like that movie. That's why they ended up going with the other actor there. Can't think of his name right now.
Mark Ruffalo.
Mark Ruffalo, thank you. So.
Yeah, I don't even remember that first Hulk, but like I don't remember the whole movie.
I never seen it. I know it gets slammed so hard. I'm like, yeah, I'm not watching this.
Yeah, I loved it. I thought it was great. All right.
All right, you guys, any final words, final thoughts?
No.
Derek?
I think we got all our newsy stuff out of the way today.
All right, guys. I want to thank everyone for watching our show today. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Comment below on this video and let us know if you guys want us to review a movie, TV show, and whatever you guys want us to review, or if you want to just talk to us, feel free and do it.
Okay.
Mark Ruffalo is good.
Yeah, Ed Norton was good in the other one. I thought, they said it got panned, but I thought it was great. So
yeah, I was kind of sorry, and I keep meaning to watch it. I just haven't had a chance. So, Damp Webs, thank you very much for commenting on our show today. Hope you come back next Saturday at 4:30 for another great show.
Yeah.
And Damp Webs, thank you again. And feel free to comment below on the video or watch our other videos and comment below. We'll answer you back. We can talk. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. And for Tom, Derek, and myself, Damp Webs, again, thank you very much. Have a geeky, great day.
Thanks, guys.